In this video, we'll take a look at how you can build a photo box that can be used for still life photography. It can also be used for photographing small sculpture or jewelry. This construction uses no glue, so it will allow you to reconfigure it. You can have the light source coming from the right, or you can set it up where the light source is coming from the left. Tissue paper is used to diffuse the light, producing soft shadows and highlights, which make excellent reference material for your drawings and paintings. Let's take a look at the materials you'll need. You'll need 5 pieces of black or perhaps white foam core. These pieces are individually 20 inches by 30 inches. You'll also need a craft blade, and be sure that that craft blade is very sharp. You'll need a bit of masking tape, tissue paper of course, a yardstick or a meter stick, and a pen or a pencil. Notice that no glue is listed. We're not going to be using glue at all for this construction. Here's a basic layout of the pieces that we'll put together to create the photo box. We'll have a bottom, a top, a back, and 2 sides that we'll cut to length. Let's start by addressing the bottom piece. We'll keep the length and the height of the foam board intact, but we will cut a couple of grooves in the surface of the foam core. We'll start by cutting a groove along the bottom of the piece and along each one of the sides. So we'll have grooves at the bottom and along each one of the sides. Here's a look at the groove cut in one end. The groove is the thickness of the foam board, and the back piece will fit into this groove that we create. Notice that 1 centimeter has been left along the edge for added stability, and that the bottom of the foam board is left intact. A second groove is created. This groove extends from the edge of the top portion of the bottom piece to the groove that we created initially. Here again, a centimeter has been left on the side for added stability. I found that using the opposite end of the craft blade, the part that goes into the handle, was excellent for removing the foam core, creating the grooves. We'll create now a third groove on the opposite end in the same way. Again, this groove extends from the top of the board down to the groove that we made initially, which extends the length of the bottom portion of the board. Now our bottom piece is prepared with grooves on either end and on the bottom portion. Let's next turn our attention to the back piece. With the back piece, we'll again leave the length and the height intact, but we'll create grooves on either side, just as we did with the bottom piece. Here again, we'll leave a centimeter on each side for stability. This time, however, the grooves extend the entire length of the board. With the grooves cut, our back piece is complete and can be set aside. We'll now turn our attention to the side pieces of the photo box. 2 side pieces are cut to length so that they don't extend over the front edge of the box when fit into the grooves that we created in the previous steps. For one of the sides, we'll cut out a window so that we can apply tissue paper, creating an area for light to enter into the box. Tissue paper is then taped to the back side of one of the sides. Here's what the front side looks like. With the side pieces cut, we can turn our attention to the top piece, which will just rest over the top of the structure. We'll leave the length and the width intact, but we'll cut out a window. Behind this window, we'll apply tissue paper. Again, this will allow light to enter into the box. Tissue paper is cut to size and then taped on the back side of the window. Here's a look at the front side of the top piece with the tissue paper taped to the back side. Now that we have all of our pieces prepared, we can assemble the box. We'll start by placing the bottom piece on a flat surface. The back piece, with the grooves facing forward, can be positioned into the groove on the back portion of the bottom piece. It should create a nice snug fit inside of the groove. Now we can position the side pieces. Here again, the side pieces will fit into the grooves that we've created on the bottom piece and on the back piece. The side pieces should fit into the grooves nice and snugly, creating a structure that stands on its own. Now we can take the top piece and just gently lay it over the top of the photo box. Now our photo box is complete and we can simply set up our light source. Again, this construction is reconfigurable. We can have the light source coming from the left if we want, or we can set up our photo box where the light source is coming from the right. With the photo box, we can create nice, diffused light photos, which are great for using as photo reference material. Again, also this can be used for photographing three-dimensional work like jewelry or small sculpture. And the best part is, we can break the photo box down for storage and reconfigure it whenever we're ready to take those photos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you out.